We appreciate everybody coming out. One thing that we want to talk about today is a recent ruling by the Supreme Court. We just want to make a brief statement, and then we got a couple of folks that want to say something too. Like I said, we appreciate everybody coming out on such a short notice. We just come up trying to get things set up yesterday afternoon, but we do think it's very important that the people understand what's going on, and they do deserve a right to know what's happening. And I'll just read our statement. It said, in a unanimous ruling last Friday, the state Supreme Court said Representative Todd Greason must choose between his seat in the Alabama House of Representatives or his job with a two-year college. The voters of DeKalb County have the right to know before the election day what Todd Greason will decide. He needs to tell the voters what his plan is to do before asking them to vote for him. Today, I call on Todd Greason to immediately make a public statement informing the voters of his decision. We know he must follow the law by giving up one of the taxpayer-funded jobs, but he has a responsibility to the voters to let them know as soon as possible what he has decided. Waiting until the election is not fair for the voters. They deserve to know now, before Election Day. I want to remind the voters of the pledge I made them earlier in the campaign, that I would never take a second taxpayer-funded job while serving in the state legislature. I'll be a full-time representative for the people of District 24. I'm opposed to double dipping. The people of District 24 are opposed to double dipping, and it's a great day for the taxpayers that double dipping is finally over in Alabama. Now we can focus on how we're going to create jobs for DeKalb County. Now we can turn our attention to putting people back to work in District 24. But there's one thing that must be done first. Todd Greason has a responsibility as elected official to inform the public of his decision as soon as possible. Will he choose to be a legislator or a college employee? Voters deserve to know before going to the polls a week from today. I call on Todd Greason to do the right thing and let the public know immediately which job he will choose.
Hi, I'm Pat Posey, and I own a small business here in town, and it's been tough on small businesses and the state as a whole with the economy being like it is. But I was pleased last week when the Supreme Court ruled that there's no more double dipping. But I would like to know before the election where Todd Greason stands on that issue. Is he going to take the job as a college, or is he going to be a legislator? And I think as a voter, I've got the right to know, and I'd like to have his reply on that.
We also have an educator, Don Cunningham, who served as educator in the DeKalb County school system and is from here in Fort Payne originally. Coach Cunningham's got something he'd like to add.
My name, of course, is Don Cunningham. I'm a retired school teacher, public school for 30 years. I'm extremely interested in the financial condition of our state and our county school system. I think it's absolutely wrong that we have any double dipping. I know that Nathaniel, when he's elected, he will not participate in that double dipping situation, and I think Todd Greason needs to correct his situation as well. Thank you.
My name is Frank Humphrey. A lot of my friends have lost their jobs, lost a lot of industry here. Our family's working real hard to bring it back, and Nathaniel said he would help us. This stuff about getting paid from the legislature and getting paid from the college, and the taxpayers paying both salaries, is now coming to an end. And I just think that Todd Greason needs to let us know what he's going to do. Is he going to work for the college, or is he going to work for the people? I know Nathaniel's going to work for the people, and I appreciate him a lot.
I'm Mayor Bill Jordan, and I like to tell the people of Fort Payne, DeKalb County that we need some representation. I feel like that we have not been represented in our city in the past. And I know Nathaniel Ledbetter. I've worked with him for a lot of years as mayor, as in economic development. And I know he's the kind of man that'll look you in the eye and listen to you about the problems we have, and unemployment, and the economic development that we need to be working on daily here in our city and county to put our people back to work. I think that Nathaniel Ledbetter is the man for the job, and I encourage everybody to get out and let's support and elect Nathaniel Ledbetter. Thank you.
That concludes the press conference. We appreciate everybody coming out. If anybody from the media has got any questions, we'll be glad to answer those.
Nathaniel, I have a question. Todd has said, he said several months ago, he was quoting in our paper as saying that he would choose serving in the legislature over working for Northeast. And I guess I'm just kind of, I'm kind of unsure as to why this has come about.
And there's been a lot of rumors going around lately that in both ways. So I know in your paper you said you couldn't reach him for comment, but it had a quote that he had said that. But you know, that wasn't very clear. So you know, that was the reason for it. We need to know. I mean, people deserve the right to know. He needs to make a decision on what he's going to do, and he needs to turn it out in a press release, let the people, the voters of District 24 know it. You know, it's not 3 months ago we didn't know what was going to happen. Just last Friday, the Supreme Court made a ruling. So that's the reason for it. I think he is like the aggressiveness to come out and let the people know exactly what he's going to do.